to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. It's going to be a long day. Whip. Go.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Bishop. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. And this is Shepard on the catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
He's checking. Tight. Twin. Watch the twin.
On second down now, it's Bishop, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a give, right side. It's Bishop. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, Delta. No, Mike 52.
Now on 2nd and 16. Allen. This is Miller, complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this first play will get them back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
He can't hang. Hey, 47. Mike 50, Mike 54.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McGee. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Stay with your man. Check three.
Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On third down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, tight. Five. Check 52, come on. Check 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Go.
On 3rd down, Allen. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 19 yards that time for number 19. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Yeah, baby.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To
throw is Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott to throw it. And Tate's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
49.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Auden Tate. Tre'Davious White uncovered.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 22, Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On first down, Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
There you go. Mike 50, huh? I got him.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm here all day.
Throwing again. Allen. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Protein spill. 52's in my point. 50 minutes. They gonna need some therapy. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's got Miller. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
56.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, Steve 6.
On second and a couple. Allen. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's McGee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Going to 53.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They come up in an offset eye. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Singletary to get the drive started. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Prescott now. It's caught. Cooper. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Bishop. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire...
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all